What's up, guys? It is Thursday, September 5th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 860,080. 860,080. TikTok, next block. I like talking about the block heights because, or the block length, but they call it the height, because that's how many blocks have come out approximately every 10 minutes. Since January 3rd, 2009. And you notice every single day, just like clockwork. That's why I say TikTok, next block. More blocks have come. Right around, depends on when I make the video. I make one every 24 hours. So it comes approximately every 144 more come out every 24 hours. And it's just amazing how this incredible system works. And I want to talk about Bitcoin a little bit more. But it is election season, guys. I know you guys don't like when I talk about a lot of politics, but unfortunately our world, and in particular our country, is in peril right now. And that's why I was talking to you the other day about, moving to, or maybe thinking about leaving the United States. If I did leave the United States, I wouldn't leave permanently, I don't think, as of now. Depends on what happens, obviously. Everything, is dependent on the future and what things that change. But I would definitely keep a residency here in Vegas. I actually like my place here, so I'd probably keep that. And maybe have a dual residency that way, if something happens, I can, go over overseas. I'm actually looking at Southeast Asia right now. I really, really like some places there. In particular, I wrote down like a bunch of countries I like. But in particular, I wrote down I like Thailand. I really like Thailand. Never been there. My wife has been there, but I'd never been there. She really likes it there. And I started looking into it and everything. And I definitely like the culture. I like the food that I'm seeing. I've eaten some, obviously I've eaten some Thailand or Thai food, but I haven't eaten the real food from over there. But, yeah, it's cheap over there, and it's really, the people are really, really nice and everything else. I probably wouldn't live in Bangkok or nothing like that, but anyways, I just wanted to get that out of the way. But, yeah, what we got going on? We got Kamala Harris pretending like Donald Trump doesn't want to debate her, which is a lie. Also, the media is mad about Donald Trump announcing that he wants basically Elon Musk to come into the White House, not in an official capacity, but he wants him to come into the White House and, let's just say, trim up the fat of the U.S. government. And I think there's probably be no one better in the United States of America to do that for the U.S. government than Elon Musk, because obviously he's done that with Twitter. He cut literally 80% of the of the staff of Twitter when he got there. And let's just say it's not only running better and bigger, but it's definitely running more efficient. And I think if they are going to have that task force, I think they definitely should put Vivek Ramaswamy on there too, because he was talking about that in 2023 and in his campaign. I think he'd do an excellent job too. I hope Vivek doesn't run for a senator in Ohio because there's a spot open. I hope he gets on the Trump team. I really do. And this time around, Donald Trump's team around him is going to be some heavy hitters, some America First heavy hitters, man. Hope he puts Candace Owens on there too, Trump, in some capacity, but she's a little controversial. Not for me or you, but she's just controversial because she's just such a truth teller, man. Her and Tucker, and I love Candace Owens, man. I love Tucker Carlson. I love people like that just unapologetically tell the truth, man. I really do. And if you haven't been watching Candace Owens lately, man, check her out. She has been on fire, boy. That debate she had with Rabbi Shmuley, whatever his name is, she just absolutely destroyed that man. Calm as you could. You know what I mean? That's how you debate somebody. Because listen, God is always going to win, and facts are always going to win. It just says, you can see that, man. He just looks like a demon or something, man. But it's funny how these people out here that believe a certain narrative or whatever, no matter what you say, and like I was talking about it yesterday about truth and facts, is no matter what you say, they're not going to believe it. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. You know what I mean? It's not my truth. It's not your truth. It's just the truth. And objectively speaking, this country is is in big trouble right now. And I hope there's no funny business in the election or something that's going to, some kind of black swan thing that's going to happen. I've been getting ready for that just in case. I don't want it to happen, but I think there's a good chance that it will. And unfortunately, because of what we've seen in 2020 with the scamdemic, it's just highly probable that's going to happen. But the election is going to be weird because you got that number 46, right? 46%. And what is that number? 46% means 46% are going to vote for Donald Trump, which is high for him because usually his approvability rating or people that like him are lower than most candidates, not because of what he's done. Maybe some things he's done, but it's obviously because he just has the whole mechanism, the whole apparatus against him. And then the other 46 is for a Democrat. You know, you can insert anybody in there and they'd get at least 46%. That's the bare minimum, 46%. And that's a high number for Donald Trump. Because remember, in the United States of America, there's always going to be more Democrats than Republicans. That's just the way it is. There's always going to be more Democrats than Republicans. Why? Obviously, because of California and or California and New York. You know, New York City has a lot to do with that. Now, the state of New York is going to be blue, but New York City in particular definitely has a lot of left-leaning people, and you can just tell people will, no matter what it is, they will vote against their best interests. When you go to a beautiful state like California, I've been there a few times this year, and then you see the infrastructure and what they've done to that. Absolutely, just, you know, it's the most beautiful state in our union. It just is, objectively speaking. And for them to vote for this man, Gavin Newsom, it's just mind blowing, man. You know what I mean? They know how bad he is. They know the things that he's done, and the taxes and the inflation and the drugs and the legal immigrants and the homelessness, and they'll vote for him again if they have a chance to just vote for him. And it's nuts. It's the same reason why these people will vote for Kamala Harris, because they just don't know any better. And fortunately, we're watching the mainstream media, the legacy media, the state propagandist media die a slow death right in front of us. They just are. They're dying. But it's going to take a while. It's been around so long. But with the combination of social media, people coming up with their independent podcasts, and people just coming out here, real journalists, not the journalists from the from the indoctrinated schools, not them, but the real journalists that are out here actually telling the truth. They're coming out and doing their thing. So I don't know, but I'm getting hot in here, guys. I'm feeling a little weird. So, but real quick, man, 46% are going to vote for Trump or Kamala no matter what. But we got to make sure that other, 8%, independents, libertarians, whatever, vote in the right direction. And there's another way you can vote, too. You can vote with your feet. You can leave the country and all that. But you can also vote with your money, too. And to me, when it comes to spending money, you got to spend cuck bucks, fiat currency, shiat currency, I call it. But when it comes to savings, for me, there's only one way to go. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.